Well, I thought it was a great final. I thought both teams played well. It was fun, I think, to be a part of. It was fun to coach. Hats off to Marquette. I think both teams deserve the opportunity to host, so I hope that both teams are hosting next weekend at the NCAA tournament. You know, I was really impressed that after the first game was so emotional, to lose that, the way that we came back after that was really impressive. I didn't think it rattled us at all. I think, if anything, it made them more resilient and more focused, ready to go. So I didn't think we played perfect, but I thought we did enough things well to be successful. And, you know, it's a game of mistakes. You know, we talk about that. It's about making sure one mistake doesn't lead to another mistake. And I thought overall, there were a couple hiccups that we gave up runs, but overall I thought we did a good job of not letting one error lead to another error.
Questions for anyone?
With how dominant set two was trending, how did it get sideways towards the end, and how did you corral it there kind of midway through set three when it was 9-4 and you guys went on that big run to kind of get back in?
Well, I think it was Rose. It was Rose or Speckman, I think, was serving. One of the setters, wasn't it?
Four.
Yeah. So Rose. You know, first of all, initially it was passing. You know, I think we had a couple bad passes, and then, you know, we got some decent swings, and then they were really good into transition. You know, and then she got us out of it by missing the serve, if I recall. So. You know, they got a lot of momentum, and, you know, we were in control of that. Like, that would be a stint that we weren't real pleased with. I think you see that sometimes. You get complacent when you get a big lead, and, you know, you've got to stay locked in or things like that can happen.
For the players, do you remember what was said during the timeout in the third set when it was 9-4 to flip it for you? Did anything register? What did that do to serve your refocus?
I think the timeout just in general was helpful for us to just take a moment to calm down, relax, and kind of find our rhythm again, just take a break from the game. But really, we just said, like, hey, let's calm down, let's get this pass, and just get a first ball kill. So nothing special. We just need to focus on us more.
I know strategy's going to change a little bit in terms of serving Madeline, but what were you trying to do there at the end of the third set? I think you got 4 in a row.
I mean, I was just serving where I was supposed to serve, so then they kind of just got chippity up there, I guess, talking. So I was like, well, I'll just try to do what I do. And then I got, I think, the ace the next ball. And my job is really get them out of system. So I was just, my mindset was just try to do my part, even though they're thinking something else.
You guys are probably thinking beyond this on national level, what you can do, but this championship in general, does it mean anything to you special, either because, you know, you're a senior or you went undefeated in the regular season?
I mean, for me especially, being able to do it all 4 years has been something so special. As a team, I mean, we went 18-0 in conference play this year, and I think it was really backed up by winning today. I don't think it would have meant as much to us if we didn't win the Big East Championship as well. So it means a lot to us, and I mean, we're just excited for where we can go next.
What was your deal there in set two?
But back to that question again, is that what you're saying?
Back to how you had 7 kills and 9 swings. And
I did?
Marquette by yourself, pretty much.
On set two?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know you have a short memory and that's your deal, but do you remember what you were doing well to get on such a roll like that?
No, I mean, my mindset is just get kills, you know, that's a huge part of my job on this team, so I'm just helping the team in the best way that I know how. And I mean, Madeline's putting up a good ball and I'm just hitting it.
I guess Madeline, when you see Jaylee on a roll like that, how tempting is it to just set her every single time?
You always have to set your hot hitters in big time moments. So luckily I have the whole team are hot hitters, so, but it's like you might as well, it's her time. She's senior, she knows what to do. She has the matchup, so just give it to her and she'll take it to the house. So I mean, it's fine. I love it.
She could set me every ball and I still wouldn't think I'm getting started enough. Like it's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. Jaylee's really good, obviously, but was there anything in particular that she did to start the second set that?
Who's really good? I missed the.
Jaylee.
Oh, Jaylee.
Jaylee.
You are good. Congratulations.
But like, I don't know, for her to go and take as many swings as she did to start and to kind of kill it in different ways. I mean,
I didn't know you hit that well either, to be honest. I didn't know that either. No, you know, I think there were some matchups that we talked about as far as who to attack at different areas. But there was nothing from a coaching standpoint other than, you know, her being aware if Barbara was coming in front of her, or if Mosier was coming in front of her, you know, those sort of things. But she would have seen that anyway. You know, she's the great thing about Jaylee is she does have a short memory. So if she's playing great, I think that gives her momentum. But if she's not, and you know, and she wasn't playing poorly anyway, but she raised it to another level after that. That, you know, she can kind of figure things out generally pretty well.
Me and Matt were like, we were kind of marveling at one hit you had, and I get that this is kind of like basic, but you know, you sort of wound up like you're about to just strike a pretty strong ball, and then you just tipped it. Those kinds of things, trying to be deceptive. How long does that take to get it perfected to where you're able to sort of deke them a little bit, or throw them off by making everything look the same, I guess, when you go up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to perfect it every day. Like, there it might have been perfect, but the next time I try to do it, you know, they probably got it up. So it's more just trying to be great in every single moment, I would say. I mean, yeah, that one was great, but for me, it's like the two other tips that they got up, those ones need to be disguised more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's not perfect. We're still working, so.
Coach, do you remember how I guess how Taryn got on court there in set 3? I think she had 8 kills on 11 swings and made an error. It seemed like Marquette was kind of clamping down on her for the first 2 sets, and then she kind of, I mean, she was pretty big in how you guys got back in control of that. Very efficient.
I think she started mixing up her shots more. So I think early she was kind of going cross-court seam, and I think she started to attack some line. And I think she approached harder, and you know, and I think we got her in some one-on-one situations. So I think it was a culmination of a couple different things. I mean, I can remember a couple balls that Cole, you know, kind of got the blockers going one way, and so she created that hole, and that's, you know, that's going to give Taryn confidence in that scenario when she, you know, smokes the ball down into the court. And I think there was, but it was really key because I thought, you know, she did have a slow start, and then I thought she really worked herself out and had a good match.
Madeline, when you joined this team, did you let yourself envision something like this? Like, I mean, I don't know how far or how you sort of approach it, but did you think ahead and I could make an impact for this team? Like, I could help them get to this point. I mean, how much were you thinking about that when you joined this program?
I was definitely thinking about it because, I mean, I knew that this was a great program, and I knew that they had already had 4 championships. So I was like, I want to be a part of something that can go to the 5th one. And I mean, I broke down crying when we won. So just because I didn't think that I could play with such high-level people and it be an impact. So it was nice having teammates to kind of like, yeah, you do belong here, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. I want more. So it's like I just want to keep going.
What did you think of Kari's performance tonight? I mean, the moment obviously is being at home. It probably seems like it favors everyone in white, but you mentioned before that it can kind of work against you if you let it overwhelm you. And it seemed like in moments where you needed to play, you know, Kari blocked Barber a few times, got a kill a few times going line. Just
yeah,
you know, the moments where she stepped up.
Yeah, no, Kari did a great job. I thought both blocking and offensively, had some big swings, had some smart swings. You know, and she did that last night too. I thought she had a great weekend. So, you know, I thought both of our freshmen handled the stage. You know, Jayla's been thrown in. I thought she played fantastic tonight. She may have passed the best on the team, and they were going after her. So that's pretty impressive for both of those freshmen to handle this stage. So,
How did the stage feel to you emotionally? How did you, I guess, suppress it when you needed to, or use it when you needed to? And in those moments, like I mentioned, where you're going up against the player of the year from a year ago, and you know, someone who's very efficient offensively to put up a solid block in front of her and try to make things difficult.
I love playing at home. Our crowd is amazing. Just gives me energy. Like, after anybody does anything productive, like, they're just cheering you on. And if something doesn't go our way, they're still encouraging you, and that's huge. Just having a home court advantage at all is amazing. In terms of Barbara, she's an amazing player. I was just trying to do my job, go with the scout, you know, take away space of the court, make it as easy as possible for the defenders to get a good touch on the ball.
What did you do in terms of getting yourself ready for this weekend after, I guess, you know, kind of struggling last weekend with Providence, to kind of reset everything to get ready for these matches where, you know, if it's do or die at this point?
Just mentally, I kind of just did my normal routine. Everybody has bad matches, bad games, whatever. So my team's super encouraging and really helps me just get in a mental state where I can perform to the best of my ability.
Madeline's been serving well all year. Just how much of a difference maker has her?
It's huge.
On.
And I think she's had a great serve all year, but it was erratic. And I think she's really reined in and find that balance of consistency. I don't think it can go unsaid, the pressure that maybe Madeline felt, but maybe you didn't feel it. But for her to step into the shoes that she had to fill is really impressive, because we graduated a very impressive setter, and Madeline had to show up and set a bunch of seniors that are used to winning. And I mean, I talked to coaches in the league, and that was the question mark for Creighton: who's gonna set? So, you know, Cole's improved every week. It's been fun to see that improvement. I think she's gotten more comfortable with her teammates as the season goes on. You can see the interaction gets comfortable. They can communicate well. So yeah, her serve is key to us. We score in her rotation, but I just think she's just done a really great job running the show. And you know, 4 months ago she wasn't wearing a Blue Jay uniform, and so that time frame is so small. You know, in basketball you get 2 months to work. She got 2 weeks, so I think it's pretty impressive.
Anything else? Thank you.
I mean, I guess, how good do you feel about the things you've done this year, in terms of having a stress-free next 24 or so hours before you find out where you're going, who you're playing, and also with
stress-free in the sense I know we're going to be in,
Yeah.
so that's positive. Listen, I think we've put ourselves in a position to host. Who the committee sends here, you know, last year we weren't real happy with who got sent here. You know, there are a lot of good teams that are going to be sent places. So we have to be prepared that we could get a team like a Michigan State last year sent here, and we're going to have to play great volleyball. I think you could see a Pac-12 team sent here. I think you could see a Big Ten team sent here. There's a lot of teams, again, particularly the Pac-12 is going to have to be shipped. So we'll see who lands here, and you know, we think we can make a deep run, so it doesn't matter who gets here. We got to win matches, and it should be a fun week. This is always an exciting time, and we're excited that we get the opportunity to play next week, because only 64 teams are going to be playing, and we're happy to be one of them.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.